Get ready right now. Bitcoin has seen another shakeout yesterday and it bounced back right from support. It is about to happen and I think we are about to see a massive breakout anytime soon. So we are going to need to be talking about that exactly and much more because a new quarter has just started and Bitcoin history is about to be exactly repeating over here. On top of that, a lot of more data we need to have a look in towards. Are we about to follow that global liquidity? And need to be talking about Ethereum because this is looking absolutely beautiful. So as always, let's get started with a shorter time frame. But before going over that shorter time frame, guys, this is insane because Weex is right now giving out a free $100 only by signing up a new account. With the first link down below, just bind your phone number, and if there's any suspicious activity, you will also need to do your KYC, but this is a free $100 you can be claiming, and on top of that you can also get a lot more rewards. Have a look into this screenshot. Just deposit $100, you're going to be getting another $20 completely extra. Transfer $500 to your trading account and another $100 you can be getting, and you can be doing this up to 2k, where you're going to be getting another free $400. These rewards are all going to be stackable and it's going to be very easy to be claiming it. On top of that, you're also going to be getting access to my private group if you do use this link down below. This is insane. Everybody that is trading, make sure to check out this first link down below because it's going to be a free $100 everybody can be claiming right now. Anyways, let's get started with a shorter time frame, and in that shorter time frame, Bitcoin has been perfectly getting a rejection from of this level over here. However, we've been running into this level of support, right? Previous resistance over here, turning into resistance over here as well. We've been getting back above it over here, and right now we are turning it into support. Bitcoin is bouncing from this level and it is looking very good because a lot of people yesterday have been getting shaken out by this level of support. We've been seeing another liquidity grab down below, and we can be seeing this in the data because the data is telling us a very clear story. Anyways, first of all, talking about this level of resistance, this is going to be the most important level of resistance we need to be breaking above. On top of that, the downward sloping trendline level of resistance over here, also a crucial level. However, I do think Bitcoin eventually is going to be breaking above this level. This is what I've been explaining in the last couple of days, and this is also exactly the reason why I'm still sitting in my Bitcoin trade over here that we have been opening up, and also an Ethereum trade. On top of that, I'm also currently still sitting in my Blovin trade that we've been opening up at the exact Bitcoin bottom over here. And I've been adding even more money at the 101k level just a few weeks ago, just like 1.5 weeks ago. So yeah, I think this is looking very good for Bitcoin. I think we are about to break out to the upside. Let me share you exactly why. However, first of all, before getting started about this, I do want to be sharing, just like I've been sharing yesterday and a few days before, well, Bitcoin is running into massive resistance, and we've been buying a lot of our Bitcoin at this bottom over here. We've been buying a lot of our Bitcoin at the previous bottom right over here. So I do not think that right now is a bad time to be taking some profits. Definitely Bitcoin is sitting at these all-time high levels of resistance, right? We are running into massive resistance. If you are in a significant profit right now, just like I'm currently sitting in, it is not a bad time to be taking some profits at this moment. Nobody ever went broke by taking some profits. Now, yes, I do think that right now is going to be the calm before the storm. We are seeing massive consolidations while Bitcoin volatility is sitting at all-time lows, so a massive move is definitely about to happen. We are seeing this bull flag pattern getting created. Let's see whenever Bitcoin is going to be seeing this breakout to the upside from this downward sloping level of resistance. That is going to be the huge huge moment when we're going to be seeing this next leg to the upside getting created. Anyways, on top of that, yeah, we are still seeing a consolidation at this moment over here. Just going to be a matter of time until Bitcoin is going to be breaking above this level of resistance, and we are going to be breaking this, yeah, consolidation out to the upside. However, very interesting in my opinion, we have just opened and started a new quarter, and the previous quarter for Bitcoin was kind of bullish, right? Q2 we saw a 30% gain. But what is very interesting in my opinion is that Bitcoin history has been always repeating for the quarters, right? We've started out this quarter over here with a red candle, then we have seen 2 green candles, then we had 1 red candle again, 1 red quarter, and then we had 2 green quarters, very green quarters. Then we saw 1 red quarter and another 2 very green quarters. Right here we have seen a red quarter, and right now I do think we are about to follow it up with a very 2 green quarters, just like we have seen in the past. This history has been repeating multiple times. I do think it's about to repeat again. We have opened a new quarter over here, and I do think that this quarter is about to get insanely bullish again, just like it has been doing so in the past couple of quarters, right? For the entirety of this bull market. Now, on top of that, for the Ethereum quarters, I do think that the Ethereum price right here is looking insanely bullish. We have seen a very good recovery over here, and I do think that this is going to be quite a good setup for a massive green quarter for the Ethereum price, at least to the high of this range over here. Anyways, more about Ethereum exactly a little bit later. First of all, let's talk a little bit more about Bitcoin, because all of the liquidity is getting piled up on the top side at this moment. It is looking very likely that we are going to be seeing another move to the upside getting created over here for Bitcoin. On top of that, funding rates are still trading negative, and whenever the funding rates are trading negative, the majority of the Bitcoin market is trading short, and usually the majority in the market is wrong. So we tend to just go to the opposite direction, and we tend to just see another move to the upside getting initiated. Anyways, on top of that, we are creating an inverse head and shoulders pattern at this moment, and I think that this will be the catalyst for a move to the upside, because if we are going to be breaking this bull flag pattern, and if we are going to be breaking this resistance out to the upside, it's just going to be the catalyst, because at that moment we're going to be breaking above this neckline level of resistance, and if we break above this neckline level of resistance, then we do have a price target sitting at 150k level for this Bitcoin breakout. So let's see if Bitcoin indeed is going to be seen as a break to the upside, which is going to be the catalyst of a much bigger move that is about to come. And I do think it is very likely that this will happen, because all of that liquidity is piling up on the top side, and on top of that, the global liquidity is also seeing another move to the upside, and the global liquidity has been reaching new all-time high after new all-time high over here. It's been going absolutely parabolic, and Bitcoin has been following the global liquidity very accurately ever since the ETF launch. And since the ETF launch, we have been following the global liquidity both to the upside, to the downside, to the upside again, and right now I do think we are about to follow it again. So looking very good. On top of that, getting a very perfect bounce from the Bitcoin EMA ribbons over here. I do think we are about to follow it even further and see a massive bounce from it. And it's been looking absolutely beautiful. Anyways, talking about this deposit bonus that you can be getting over on weeks, well, this deposit bonus is not going to be lasting forever. I only think it's going to be lasting for just like 1 or 2 days. Weex, the BD that I'm having, already mentioned to me that you need to be very quick, and that they're already running out of some money because some other influencers, they're shitting it very hard, and Weex only has a set amount of budget that they can allocate for this campaign. And whenever they're out of a budget, they are going to be stopping this campaign, and the BD that I'm having already told me that it is running out very quickly. So you need to be quick for this free $100 that you can be claiming, and you can just be claiming this money, get your deposit bonuses, and test out the exchange. I absolutely love Weex myself. It's a very good exchange where you can be trading on with high liquidity, and on top of that, if you just deposit $100, you're also getting free access to my Platinum group, where I am sharing all of my Bitcoin trades, all of my Ethereum trades. So it is an absolute no-brainer. If you've been thinking about creating an account over on Weex, right now is definitely the best time to be doing so. Anyways, talking about Ethereum, I think this shakeout that we've been getting is looking perfect right from this support right now, getting back inside of the range. And yesterday we've even been seeing a slight dump, right? And we have been taking the previous lows. This is looking very good. Of course, if you have been following me for a longer time, you already do know that I love shakeouts. I love liquidity grabs. And yesterday, Ethereum has just been seeing another liquidity grab below the previous lows over here. And because of this, I do think Ethereum can easily break above this range and can break to the upper side of the range at the very least over here to about that 2.8k level. But ultimately, I do think that Ethereum is going to be headed much higher. First of all, because of this quarter that we have just been having a look into. But second of all, also because of ETH-BTC seeing this break to the upside. And also this chart over here from the Ethereum logarithmic regression bands. And also we are seeing ETF inflows for the Ethereum ETF. While for the Bitcoin ETF yesterday, we have actually seen quite a significant outflow. So still there's heavy accumulation going on for the Ethereum ETF, while for the Bitcoin ETF, quite literally the opposite is happening. And on top of that, we can also see that Wall Street strategist Tom Lee is aiming to create a micro-strategy of Ethereum. We can see many of the companies actually trying to achieve this, because also SharpLink is accumulating Ethereum heavily at this moment. I mean, Wall Street in general is right now accumulating Ethereum heavily, and I think they know something which we don't know yet, and I think Ethereum is about to explode anytime soon. On top of that, for the total tree, so for all of the altcoins combined, except the major altcoins, I think we are about to see a massive breakout. But first of all, we need to be confirming our breakout with this downturning level resistance being broken. And that is going to be the point where I think we're about to pump to 3 trillion for the altcoin market cap, and all of our smaller altcoins are going to be exploding. They're going to be pulling a 5x. In general, right? Most of our altcoins are going to be doing this. So it's going to be getting very exciting. Let's see whenever the total tree is going to be breaking above this downtrending level resistance. I've already set my alert at 900 billion. If we're going to be crossing that, I'm going to be scaling all in back into altcoins again. Going to be very excited for that. Anyways, yeah, the Bitcoin market, the altcoin market is all shaping up very nicely. Let's wait and see if we're going to be seeing this bull flag breakout finally to the upside. Measuring a quick price target of this bull flag breakout, well, we can be measuring it quickly like this. And in this case, we can be reaching all the way to the 146k level, which is still a very conservative target in my personal opinion, but would be around the target for this last and final wave that we are about to initiate. Anyways, with that being said, make sure to claim this deposit over here, this $100, which you can be claiming completely for free with the first link down below. On top of that, I'll see you in my private group, also with the Platinum group that I'm hosting. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.